Hello, here we go with another Cracking the Cryptic video, and I'm looking at a battle axe on the screen. Apparently, I might have guessed it was a blue morpho butterfly, but it's a battle axe because that's what the puzzle title says. This is by Scott Williams, a math teacher who's featured a few times on the channel, and we're going to have a look at this again. We're going to have a look at Scott's work again today with a quadruple and region sum line puzzle. So those are two of my favourite rule sets. I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget that on Patreon, on the 1st of the month, we're going to have a new Sudoku hunt. So that will be coming. Do check that out. It's going to be unusual, I think, but we'll see. Now, we've also, of course, got gridogram connections and crossword videos on Patreon, all unusual in their own way. And all sorts of other stuff, solution videos to previous hunts, etc. Do have a look. There's some good content there, and also, of course, we've got all of our apps which do feature line Sudoku and classic Sudoku 2 and the Worms by the likes of Blobz, which are great fun. So loads of apps going on, loads of Patreon content, merch as well. You could get yourself a mug like this, or a cap, or Rat Run merch by Marty Sears. But the first link under this video is to Battle Axe by Scott Williams, and the rules are that normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 will go in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Box borders divide blue lines into segments with an equal sum. So those 3 will equal those 3 will equal those 2 will equal those 3 as a total. And digits in a circle must appear at least once in the surrounding 4 cells. So there has to be 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 5, and 1, 7 in this group. Right, give it a try. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. The thing I often look for in quadruples is X-wings, virtual X-wings. So we know there's a 4 in that group, and we know there's a 4 in that group. And that means that 4 doesn't exist in those cells, in those same boxes. So in the row, it's in one of these 3. And look, we've got a 4. Actually, no, this is much more important. We've got a 2, 3, 4 group in both of these. And the same applies to 2 and 3 as it does for 4. This is a 2, 3, 4 set. But we also just worked out that 4 is in one of these cells. So it's got to be there in the corner. And then there's a 2, 3 pair in the box. Now, let's have a look at these. There's a 2 common to those 2. But then there's 2 and 5 common to these. So again, we can whack 2 in the corner because it's been used up in rows 7 and 8, columns 7 and 8. 5, I think, is definitely in one of those 2 cells because again, it's been used up twice in columns 7 and 8. I mean, this probably doesn't get us much further forward, but still, it's something that gives us digits. Right. That given 2 says that one of these is 2. No, this is something I was thinking about when we did this first. When I was going through the rules a moment ago. So these 3 digits, the 3 digits on the line are selected from 3, 4, 6, 9. But they add up to the same total as the 3 digits on this line, which are selected from 2, 4, 5, 7. And the 3 digits on this line, which are selected from 2, 3, 5, 6. On this line, the same is true for the groups 1, 2, 6, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 3, 4, 7. Now, I am guessing that these are deducible, these totals. See here. Oh, I was going to say, this is almost certainly 2, 3, 4 used twice, and maybe there are no other alternatives. I know it's not 2, 3, 4 used twice because this highlighting I just did. Because if this was 2, 3, 4 used twice to add up to 9, these cells would all be from 2, 3, 4. And that's 4 cells, so they can't all be from 2, 3, 4. So we've got to find another total that does use the 7 in this group and does use the 5 in this group because it's not 2, 3, 4, and yet still adds up to the same total. Right, well, the digits that can go with 7 that are 2, 3, and 4 can add up to 5, 6, or 7. The digits that can go with 5 are the same. They can add up to 5, 6, or 7. But they need to be 2 more, so they have to add up to 7. So it's 5, 3, 4. These ones, they add up to 5, so it's 2, 3, 7. And that means the total of each segment of line is 12. And that's perfectly valid. And here, sorry, I'm going to have to get the door, sorry. Right, welcome to my world of accepting a supermarket delivery because your wife's in the bath and your son's still asleep. Now, we've worked out this was 12 as the sum, and then this was going to be 129 out of those, because obviously you could add up 1269 and deduct the 6 to get 12. That must be right. This is a pair that adds up to 12 without a 5 in, so either 48 or 39. Now, my confidence is a little bit shaken that these are going to be really easy to determine, actually. I thought they were going to be, there was always going to be one very obvious total. But that may not be the case now. So we've got, well, there are 4 possible totals here. Again, let's add up all the digits and deduct them one by one. 22 minus the possible digits gives us 13, 16, 18, or 19. Here, I'm literally just going to make a sort of mark to remember 13, 16, 18, or 19 there. Here, we've got 12, 16, 18 minus 2 is 16, 14, 13, or 11. 16, 14, 13, or 11. So now it's 16 or 13. And here we've got 11, 14, 16 in total. So it can't be 16. So 13 is the sum. And that means here it's 3, 4, 6. Here it's 7, 4, 2. That's 13. And here it's 6, 5, 2. And we can, I hadn't even worked this out down here. We can just fill in the extra digits from the quadruples. That's a 9. That's a 5, this is a 3. Down here we've got a 4, a 2, and a 6. And they must be right. So we've fully used those quadruples. Now this pair adds up to 13 again is the sum, isn't it? Well, just like on that, this line was also a 13 line. So it's 3, 4, or 8, 9. And that's a quad. And that means the remaining cells in this box are 1, 6, 7, which gives us the total on the haft, as it were, of the battle axe. 7, 6, and 1 adds up to 14. These two add up to 14. This digit can't be 5 or 6. So that must be 8 or 9, making this 5 or 6. But look what we did earlier with the 5s. One of those is a 5, so this is 6, and that's 8. And I think I've used all the clues, apart from this and these two little single-digit quadruples. So let's start filling in the puzzle. 6 there sees that, and that sees that, and that's all resolved. That gets us the 2 in the 2, 4, 7 triple. This 9 sees that cell, so that reduces the options here. 6 and 8, oh, they don't feature here. 2 does though. 2 can't be there and must be here. That's now a 3, 7 pair. And that's going to take 3. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? You know what I've done. You know what I've done because you heard me saying the numbers. I said these added up to 13, and I thought that was the same as this pair, and I filled in 3, 4, 8, 9. That is absolute nonsense. And we don't know what, well, I don't know what that is yet. But these are made up of either 6, 7 or 4, 9. And I'm so sorry for getting my maths wrong there. I think I did that in a previous Scott crossword, in the previous Scott Sudoku. Now things have changed. This includes a 1, but it doesn't necessarily include the other digits I was claiming. If this was a 4, 9 pair, this wouldn't work because it either needs 9 or 4 to make 12. These are not similar amounts. This one is 13 and this one is 12. And I'm sorry I got that mixed up. But this now can't be 9, 4 because it would break this. So it's a 6, 7 pair. This pair, these two add up to 12. They're either 3, 9 or 4, 8. The other of those goes on this sort of bit of the handle of the battle axe. And that's 12 plus the 1 that we know is there. So the N for this line is 13. These two now add up to 13. That is not the same as 14. Knowledge bomb there. Now, 13 here can't use a 5, so it's not 5, 8. It's either 6, 7, which would be in that order, or 4, 9, again, which could be in any order. Right, sorry for the mistake. They happen. I don't really spend time apologizing for them. Okay, 6 there and 6 here means that 6 can't be in these cells, and the 6 in the row has to go here at the beginning. There's a 2 in one of those cells, and therefore there's not a 2 here. So that bit was still true. 2 goes here. 4 there sees this cell. 4 also sees this cell. So this can't be a 4, 8 pair. That's what it's trying to be. That's a 6, 7 pair. Again, there's 6 in those and 6 in those. Oh, we've got the 6 down there. Right. This wasn't quite the cakewalk I was assuming a moment ago. 6, 1, 2, 9. 3, 4. One of these is a 4. That's no use. That's no use. 6, 2, 4, 3, 7. So these are 1, 5, 8, and 9. This is not forced to be one of 6, 7, or 8 quite. Nor is this, although it would love to be, because it would take the pressure off the other cells. Oh, none of those digits can be a 6. That's quite interesting. There's a 6 in that box, a 6 in that box, and a 6 in that box. So the 6 that must be around here has to be in box 1. Then there's a 6 in one of these two cells. Then I don't know where 6 is up here. I don't quite have an X-wing going on 6s. Now, what about 7 and 8? 7 can't be here because of the 3, 7 pair, and it can't be here because of the 6, 7 pair. So 7 goes here, and that's not a 7. And now I've got a 2, 3, 4 triple that's rather unexpected in the row 3, and everything else in that row is 1 or 8. And one of these two is an 8. Do we know which one? No. No, we don't. One of these two is a 7, so one of these two is a 7. That's an X-wing with 7 here. And that pushes 7 in box 7 into column 1. That doesn't do anything. Right, up here we've got 1, 2, 5, 8 still to find. Oh, let's use that 4 in this box. 4 must be in one of those two cells. Oh, I was going to say that forces 4 onto this line. It absolutely doesn't. 6, 2, 4, 5, whatever this is. Oh no, it could be 3. I was going to say otherwise it's in one of those two cells too. I'm feeling a bit none the wiser. That can't be a 5. That's just Sudoku. So there is a 5 in one of those and a 5 in one of these. We've done that already. There's also a 5 in one of those. So there is an X-wing on 5s, and 5 must be in one of these cells. Slightly interesting in that 7 is also in one of these by virtue of the quadruple. And that means these must be from 3, 4, or 8. Because it's all that's left. That doesn't really... Oh, 6 is here in box 7. And then, 6 is in one of these 3 cells. In box 9. Now it can be here, I think. I just don't know if it actually is. This digit... I don't know whether it's 1 or 8, but I do know that it goes in one of these cells in box 6. And then it goes on this line in one of those two. No, that's not teaching me anything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 7. This is 1, 8, or 9. Ah, there's something going on. What can't I spot here? Well, okay, here's something. 8 is in one of those cells, so it's not in these. And that means 8 in box 4 is in one of these 2 cells. If it was there, it would also be here in box 7. So 8 is now in one of these 2 cells, and that means it's not in these cells in column 3, and it is in one of these cells in column 2. And that didn't really butter my parsnips. Okay, if 8 was there, 8's in one of these. I just don't know if this is 3, 9 or 4, 8. That's what I need to know. I think the puzzle will get much easier when I find that out. Oh, there's a 3, 7 pair looking at this cell. Ah, that is going to make the puzzle easier. Right, 6 there, 7, 2, 5, 6. This also can't be 6, so this is 6. We must have all the 6s now. Not there. Ah, now that 6 means not here. And that tells us that this is a 4, 9 haft of the battle axe. And there's a 4 in one of those cells, so that's an X-wing. This can't be 4. There is a 4 in one of these 3. And there's an X-wing on 4. Oh, I'd already marked 4 in one of those. That doesn't get us any further. There's a 9 X-wing now between those areas. So 9 must go in one of these cells. Now, do we know what this is since we put in 7 and 6? No, but 7 now is in one of these 2. I hadn't seen that. Still don't know whether this is 1, 4, 8 or 1, 3, 9. This digit, though, is 1, 3 or 8. Oh, that wasn't quite enough information. It just felt like it was going to be, oh, 5. No, in the central box, it's a given digit. 5 is in one of these cells. That's not very exciting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything else in this box is 1, 7, 8, or 9. Oh, well, there's a sort of 5 X-wing between that area and that area. So one of these 2 cells is a 5, and we know which one it isn't. So I could actually write a 5 in there. I have a feeling that's not going to advance the cause much. We still know 8's in one of those. So this is 1 or 9 by elimination. And in the column, I feel like we've got a lot going on in that column. We definitely need a 4 in one of these cells. Oh, there's a 3 X-wing there, which puts 3 into one of these 2 places. There's also a 2 X-wing there, which puts 2 into one of these 2. I mean, I keep on thinking these pencil marks are going to pay off, and they keep refusing to do so. 2, 4, 7, 5 here. Wow, I can't get this. 6, 4, 2, 5, 7, 3. This is 1, 8, or 9, obviously. This one is... Is it allowed to be 4? Yes, it is. There's nothing to stop it being 4. Oh, I really have not used what I've been given in this puzzle at all, I don't think. It's terrible, isn't it? Right, that digit is 1, 8, or 9. So both of these are going to funnel round here. Now, that is interesting. Yeah, that is 1, 8, or 9 because it sees 2, 4, 7, 5, 6. There's a 3 X-wing that it also sees. So that is 1, 8, or 9. That is 1 or 8. Those 2 digits have to go into these cells. I don't know in what order, but 7 is going to have to go here now in the box. And I feel like that's something. 9 is in one of those two because of the quadruple clue. Three, 6, 2, 5. We know 4. You see, these are from 1, 4, 8, 9, and that's a quad, just as this is a quad. Ah, this is a quad in which the 3 is in box 5, so that can't be 3, and that means this can't be 9. And now that's a 1, 3, 8 triple. Oh, that's beautiful. Right, so that's a 9. Now 9 is not in those cells. Now we've got a 1, 4, 8 triple, and that's a 9. And this is 4 and 9. They're done. 9s are flowing a bit. We need... Oh, I don't know. I still don't know what this blue line is. We need a 9 in one of those cells, along with 7. So these are from 1, 5, 8, and they include a 5. That 1, 4, 8 triple, maybe I haven't used that enough. 9, 1, 4, 8, 7, 2. Everything else is 3, 5, or 6 in this column. That's 3 or 6. This is 3 or 5. This one I just don't know. So is this row yielding? No, still don't know where 7 goes quite. In fact, is this box worth looking at? 9, 4, 2, 5 and 6 have been limited. I'm on the verge of claiming this is a 1, 7, 8 triple, but that's just not necessarily true. These digits include 3 of 1, 3, 6, 8. 5 has to be in one of these two cells. And this is 1 or 8. That doesn't do anything. Again, 2, 3, 4, 7 quad there. I still didn't quite unwind this, did I? 3, 7, 6, 2, 5. Wow, I just don't believe this is continuing to be sticky. There's some digit in this central box. 7, 2, 6, 5. That's either 4, 8 or 3, 9. No, there isn't. There isn't some digit in this central box giving itself away. 9, 4, 2. We've got a 5, 6 limited around there. 4, 2, 3, 5, 6. That digit is from 1, 7 or 8, 9 and is the same as this one. If that was a 9. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't prove anything. This is 1, 7, 8 or 9. No, there's no point colouring that. I can't see what that does. 6, 7, 3, 4, 9. These include 2 and 5. These include 6 and 3. Both of them include 1 or 8. Oh, that 4 is looking up here. There we go. It is just spotting Sudoku things mostly in this puzzle and me doing it very slowly. 3, 2. Right. That 3 looks at this cell. That feels important. Something else here is going to be looking down the puzzle now. 7, 2, 6, 5, 9, 4. Everything else in this column is 1, 3 or 8. And that's almost forming triples and pairs. Look at that, almost triple. We do need a 7 in this row, and that seems to have to be here now. That's probably been available for quite some time. That's 1, 8 or 9, we know. These are now a 1, 8, 9 triple. 9's in one of those cells in this box, so that's not 9. We still need a 7 in this row. Oh, but I don't know where it goes. One of these two is 7. It just won't give up. It won't fall over and let me finish it off. 37625. That is 1, 8, or 9 now. Oh, come on, Mark. Oh, 3 is looking at that cell. Oh, that's going to be big. 8, 1, 8. 3 here. Right, so that's a 9 to make this up to 12. That's an 8. That's a 4. We've at least done those digits on the battle axe. That's now 9. That's 8. That's 1, which I've put in the yellow, so it must be here. That's true. 8 and 9. Let's get rid of the colour. Didn't really use it as the colour, just help me pinpoint things. Right, this digit is now 5. That's a 1, 8 pair. 9 is looking up there. 7 and 9. 7 is looking here. That gives us 3, 5, 4. Can't do that pair, that's fine. In this row, I can do something. That's a 1. That's 3, that's 5. That makes this 6. I think it makes this 8. Yes, it's a 1 in the bottom row and a 3 in the column. So now these are 1, 7. There's no 1 in those. That's a 7, which obeys the quadruple rule. These are 3, 4, 5 now. We must know the order we do. 4, 5, 3. That does it. This 2, 9 pairs resolved. Bottom 6 rows all done. This digit's a 5. This one's a 2. Got another 1. Got 1, 8 pairs all over the place here. But that's a 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight. And then the 1 and 8 in this column are resolving the 8s and 1s. And that took me quite a while for not that hard a puzzle, but just hard to spot the Sudoku as you're going through it. Good puzzle, as always, by Scott, and fun to solve. I hope you had a good time with it. Do let us know how you found it in the comments. And we'll see you again next time on Cracking the Cryptic. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.